This podcast is brought to you by Podomatic. Go to podomatic.com today to start yours for free. Validation, or in this case, verification. Everybody wants it, but only a few people get it. Stay tuned to find out if you should be verified. Welcome back to Neloscope. I'm Chris Nella, host and creator of Neloscope. Let me tell you who Neloscope is for. Independent creatives who want to level up their craft to stand out from the crowd. The benefits you'll get from the show are you will learn the actionable steps that many independents took to create the life that you've always wanted. And how will we do that? Through weekly episodes, some Nella monologue, and more interviews from some very interesting people. So I want to explain the brand new format. We're going to switch things up by jumping right into the topic on each and every episode. And then we'll have a delicious indie Fiya and close out with moments to be inspired by. So let's jump right into the topic. Should you or should you not get a blue check? So I did my research on entrepreneur.com and Forbes.com. They had some very interesting points that I want to share with my Nella Nation. So let's start. The monetization of the blue check on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram may be the latest development in social media news. And the very most recent drama around that verification is paid subscriptions. So, should you do it or should you skip it? So first, here's a little history of the mighty blue check, that check that everybody wants. Twitter was the first social platform to introduce the concept of verification following a lawsuit from Tony La Russa, the then manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, who sued the company after someone created an account impersonating him, and it wasn't available for public application until July 2016 on Twitter. In 2012, Facebook introduced its own verification process, shortly followed by Instagram in 2014. So there is a little history fact for the reason why we have the verification. We owe it all to Tony La Russa. So now let's talk about the options for the blue check on two of the most widely used platforms. The two verification programs are called Twitter Blue and Meta Verified. Let's jump right into it. Let's start with Twitter Blue. To have a blue check mark appear next to your name, you can pay $8 a month or $84 a whole year to have that blue check mark. Now, Facebook and Instagram, they're exploring a similar paid verification program called Meta Verified. There are two types of subscriptions for Meta Verified. For $14.99 a month, subscribers can choose to subscribe for Instagram or Facebook on iOS, Apple, iPhones, and Android. So that's for $14.99 a month. You can also opt for both of them, but the $14.99 fee is only for one account on one platform. The other option is to pay $11.99 for verification on the Facebook website only. Now here's the question, the $1 million question that I've been getting emails and DMs and everything. Is it worth it? That's tough to answer. But let's look at the reasons maybe you should get verified. Number one, being social media verified gives you instant authenticity. If a platform deems you authentic, other users across different platforms will view you the exact same way. And here's a small reason why verification is important. In 2020, Facebook reported that 5% of accounts were fake. So that's roughly about 137 million users. Verification is an important way to show authenticity. So that was number one. Number two, there's a certain level of confidence that comes with verification, especially for individuals and personal brands. Knowing that you've been verified will make you feel more confident in the content you post across Facebook or Twitter, and the interactions that you have will be laced or covered with that same confidence. Being able to show that you are a genuine leader or expert in your area, people will see that in your social media presence. So again, number two is a confidence booster. Let's look at it's the pure fact. It's a confidence booster. So number three, if you're a person using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for business, we're talking about projects, sharing work, maybe networking with other designers or collaborators, it could be very beneficial to get that blue check, to get Twitter Blue and Meta Verified. It could be very beneficial to you in the long run because of how it looks. It looks, to some people, it looks more polished, it looks more professional. It looks as if, again, you're an expert in your area. Now, here is the downside of owning a blue check. Social media verification is becoming more accessible than ever. It's everywhere. It's no longer just for celebrities. And here is the tricky part. There's no way to tell if someone is paying for the verification or if that platform has somehow deemed that account worthy of retaining the verified status. So it's a gamble. You don't know if this person is a day 1 or day 2000. There's no way to tell. So here's my conclusion of the entire matter. Before going all in on a single service, consider where your tribe, your clan, your peoples, you understand me? Consider where your ideal audience spends most of its time. I'd really focus on building your personal brand on platforms that you feel your customers now or future customers currently engage with you. They're talking back to you. There's a good response rate. There's a banter. There's DMs. And to be honest with you, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, these platforms may not even work for you. So I would go where my clan is. And as of today, I do not have a blue check, but I am Nella and I am verified around the world. So I hope these facts gave you food for thought if you were thinking about purchasing a blue check. So number 1, being social media verified gives you instant authenticity. Number 2, there's a certain level of confidence that comes with the blue check verification. And number 3, if you're a person using social media for business, it can be beneficial to get that mighty blue check. I hope these were some good points and help you make an educated decision on you possibly getting a blue check. And now it's time for the most delectable part of Neloscope. I can smell that oregano. I can smell that garlic. Oh, the sauce is bubbling. Stir it. Don't burn yourself. This week's offering is going to be for Mr. Leon Timbo. Guys, I love this song. It is a rendition of Never Too Much by the late, great Luther Vandross. And this whole song is a mood. I love it. I enjoy it thoroughly. Make sure you download it, stream it, and listen to it wherever fine music is available to be downloaded and streamed. Without further ado, Mr. Leon Timbo with Never Too Much here on Neloscope. Enjoy.
Can't fool myself, don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day, a night that I don't love you. You are the top of my list, 'cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning on how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and told me to come in. A thousand kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. Open the door, to my surprise, there you were standing. Well, who needs to go to work? Who needs to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be 'cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble and I'm so glad, baby, so glad I'm winning. We've come a long way and this is only the beginning. A thousand kisses from you is never too much, too much. Yeah, and I just don't want to stop. Oh, my love, yeah, yeah. A million days in your arms, it's never too much. Yeah, I just don't wanna stop. You hear me, baby? Take my mind off of you. Yeah. I need your love. I need 1,000 kisses. They are never enough. Ooh, I need your love. 1,000 kisses. Never enough. Let me cook you breakfast, baby. Yeah. So I can start your day. Yeah. Let me cook your dinner. So I can end your day. Yeah. Yeah. Right here, always, always.
Yeah, that was Leon Timbo. Did you really like that? Did you enjoy that? I like to put on that song and just, like I said, the song is a mood. You understand me? That was Leon Timbo, Never Too Much. It's available on all streaming platforms. Listen to it, stream it, download it, create the mood. Now it's time for Moments to be Inspired By. This is the time of the podcast where I give motivational quotes and things that really help propel me to that next level. The quote for today requires you to put on your thinking cap, requires you to ponder it. Here's the quote. Almost everyone can describe the bottom of the mountain. That quote is about standing out and being different. Almost everyone can describe the bottom of the mountain. And I'll add to that, but who dares to take a peek at the top? That should be you, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my friend, my creative, my Nella Nation. Get out there and climb every mountain. Carpe diem. Nella Nation, episode 49. It's a wrap. Guys, I'd like to thank you so very much for tuning in each and every week. We are driving towards 10,000 downloads. We're going to keep growing. We're not there yet. We're going to keep growing, and I believe my Nella Nation can help me out with that by telling one person about Nellascope the podcast. There are 49 different distinct episodes that anybody can learn and grow from. And I also want you to know the home of all of my podcasts located in a general location, Podomatic.com. That's the site. Just go to Podomatic.com, type in Nellascope, and bam, there I am. Guys, I want to recap. The topic for today was, should you or should you not get a blue check? We went over a couple of things, a couple of ways that could benefit you, and we went over the downfalls of possibly having a blue check. The Indie Fiya for this episode 49, was Mr. Leon Timbo with his rendition of the late great Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. Make sure you download that or stream it wherever fine music is available. Then I gave Moments to be Inspired by, a great mind-pondering quote. I really enjoy things like that make me think. Use old thinking, you understand me? Keep my mind sharp. Next week, we're going to talk about politics and music, but you gotta tune in. That'll be episode 50. Wow, can you believe it? It'll be episode 50. Tell all your friends, if you want to, about Neloscope, the podcast, this place that we love and we call home. Guys, I'm your man, Chris Nella. But before you go, I need you to know something. I love you, but God loves you more. Let that sizzle in your spirit. All right, guys, I'll see you next week for episode 50. That's half of 100. But we're going to keep this thing going. I love you. I'll see you next week. Until then, live hard, laugh hard, and love hard. It's your man, Chris Nella, and I'm gone.